Come on, says Callie with a laugh. Let's get this show on the road. I don't know about this, I say nervously. We're in college, so I shouldn't be nervous, but, well, the legend of Bloody Mary scares me. I've read about it online. I've heard about people who played this game and ended up dead. Though the stories have always been told about a friend, of a friend's cousin's friend. Rationally, I know there's probably nothing actually attached to them. No weight. Not any more weight than the legends about the Hookman or Smile Dog. But there's a part of me that believes in it anyway. My roommate grabs me by the hand and pulls me into the bathroom, pulling the door shut behind us. It's a bright, pretty, if cramped, room. Pale counters, a big mirror hanging behind the sink, and a standing shower with a sliding glass door off to the side. My reflection looks scared, and maybe a little sick too. I breathe out hard, a noisy, shuddering exhale. It gets me a weird look from Callie. She says, "Don't be such a spoil sport about things. We're going to have fun. And then we're gonna have a few drinks and have even more fun. Ever played light as a feather? You need like 5 people to play that." I can't help but eye the mirror behind the sink nervously. Already my palms are starting to sweat. Are you sure this is a good idea? You don't think that she's real, do you? Callie asks, giving me a strange look. I nod and tell her, I know someone. Whose cousin went missing, or whose friend went missing, or whatever. Callie rolls her eyes and tosses her silky blonde hair over her shoulder. For a moment, I'm captivated by the sight. She's so pretty. I swallow hard. My tongue feels too heavy. I don't understand why you would play this game if you don't believe in it. And I don't understand how you could believe in it and still play this game. I'm being serious. I think that she might be real. She's not real, says Callie. Her eyes roll. She's starting to sound impatient with me. I'm telling you, Mandy, she's not. Look, I'll even go first. Would that make you feel better? Not really, but I nod anyway. My lips pull into a tight, thin line. I breathe out hard through my nose, eyes closing for a moment while I gather my nerves. Then, I open them again and reach out, putting my hand over the blunt end of the light switch. I don't turn it off. Not yet. I'm going to cling to the light for as long as I physically can. Callie hurries over to the counter, where several bright pink and blue candles are sitting out. She lights them and carefully arranges them artfully around the sink. The scent of peony and wildflowers drifts into the air, mingling with the slightly sharp tang of candle smoke. All right, she says, turn the lights off. I do as I'm told, still wishing that I had somehow been able to talk my way out of this. In the dark, the mirror seems even more menacing. The candles give off just enough light to highlight the curves of Callie's face and make her reflection look like something twisted and haunting. Even when she smiles, it looks ghoulish. I can't bring myself to smile back. My heart is already racing in my chest, a frantic sort of thumping. Wow, says Callie with a sort of awkward laugh. You're really freaked out about this, huh? She's real, I insist. My voice cracks in the middle. There wouldn't be so many people saying it if she wasn't. She's not real, says Callie. She keeps looking at the mirror. Not any more than Bigfoot. Do you believe in Bigfoot too, Mandy? Yes, I do. I believe in Bigfoot and the Loch Ness Monster. and aliens and the fresco devils. I firmly believe that the Devil's Chair in Florida is actually visited by some sort of awful spirit, and that there are haunted lighthouses dotting up and down the whole coast. But I know better than to admit that right now. Instead, letting out a sullen, almost petulant, "No." "That's what I thought," says Callie, believing me. "I know for a fact that this is just a dumb, fun game. It's supposed to make you all spooked, and then you put on a horror movie and... Look, just trust me. This is going to be fun once you get into it." I don't see how it's fun, whether you believe in Bloody Mary or not. What does Callie get out of standing in front of a mirror, chanting a name, and having nothing happen? A part of her must believe the stories, or there would be no thrill. And yet, if she believes in it, then why would she do it? I just don't get it. This is the college girl equivalent of waving a red flag in front of an angry bull, or dumping chum into the feeding waters of a frenzy of sharks. Callie says, "Okay, I'm going to do it." Her hands brace against the counter, pink-painted nails tapping against the linoleum. "Bloody Mary." My breath catches in my throat. It's like the world is narrowing down, the shadows of the room getting darker and pressing in around us, pushing closer to the edges of reality. It's getting harder to breathe. I know that the world is changing, even though I can't figure out where that change takes place. Is it just in the mirror? Or is this happening in real life? Is my mind playing tricks on me because I'm that scared? If Callie notices, she ignores it. She takes a breath and exhales. Bloody Mary. The second time her name is spoken. I have to fight not to close my eyes. All of the hair on the back of my neck stands on end. My eyes are glued to the mirror and to Callie's reflection. I'm scanning it for any slight change, or for something to be in the reflection where there should be nothing. I don't see anything, but I can feel it. One of the candle flames goes out. A thin stream of smoke drifts up and vanishes into the darkness. Bloody Mary. The third time that the name is spoken, Callie says it on an exhale, with a rush of words that causes her shoulders to slope down and her mouth to pull up into a smile. The candlelight makes it just as haunting as before. Nothing happens. And I'm looking for it then, too. For the reflection to change. For someone to appear in the mirror. For the darkness to crash in and blow out the candles. But there's nothing. 5 long seconds pass, and then a relieved laugh bubbles out from between my strawberry glitter gloss-covered lips. All right. My voice is still shaking. A nervous but undeniably relieved laugh escapes me. You're right. Nothing happened. Silence greets me. Callie. Still nothing. Callie, this isn't funny. You know, I was freaked out over this. You don't need to be a jerk about... I cut myself off when I realized that Callie hasn't moved. Not even a little bit. She still leaned braced against the counter, smiling into the mirror. As I stand there, watching her, the smile becomes strained. It gets wider and wider until the skin in the corner of Callie's mouth starts to split. I scream, lurching forward and grabbing onto her. But it's like she's turned into a stone statue. Callie slides her hands into her mouth, one at the top and one at the bottom. And then She starts to pull. Her skin splits. The muscles give a bloody tear, fracturing, and the sound is akin to wet paper. I'm horrified. I tug at her arms but can't make her move her hands away. Stop it! Callie! Stop it! I'm begging her. There are tears rolling down her face. It's as though she has no control over herself or over what's happening. I've never seen anything like this before. And then, fingers pushing out of her throat, pale and long. I scream and throw myself backwards. Through the mirror's reflection, I see it. I see her. Bloody Mary, crawling up from my friend's throat and out into the world. And in that moment, I know I've lost her. Without waiting to see what happens, I turn and race out of the dorm room. I don't go back until Monday. A full weekend. The cops have already been there. Callie is dead. She wrote the name Bloody Mary on her mirror, in the blood from her own face. They say it's a suicide, but I know better. And now, so do you. Remember, never say her name, or you're going to end up as her next victim.
Subscribe today, or beware.